I get this question asked a lot, how do I play out of the rough? I really struggle when I get into thicker grass. One thing to consider is club selection is really important. This isn't a greenside shot. We're in the fairway, we're 180 yards from the green, and here I have this rough lie. A lot of people assume that hybrids or rescue clubs are the best thing to use out of the rough, but I find that they're not. And longer irons definitely aren't the correct club to use unless you're really, really physically strong. And so let me get closer here so I can show you a few things. This is a 6 iron that I have here. If you look at the leading edge here and that you look at this hosel, you will see that that is actually in front of the face of the club. So what happens when you swing in this heavy grass is that the grass hits this part of the club first, the hosel, and then it makes the toe turn over and close. So that's why very often people hit low left shots out of very heavy grass, especially if you're trying to use an iron. The same thing happens, unfortunately, if you try to use your hybrid. The hosel here is pretty much equal with the front of the club, but it'll still tend to want to grab and close at impact. So if you don't have lofted fairway woods, those are the best clubs to use. I have a 7 wood here. If you look here with 7 wood, you will see that this leading edge is way out forward of the shaft. So this is going to hit the ball before and hit the grass before this does, and therefore I'm going to be able to advance this ball out of this heavy grass. 7 woods, 9 woods are great clubs. A lot of my lady players, I recommend some old time clubs. There's a Cobra Baffler made a Baffler club, and a Ginty was a club. They're wooden still. You can buy them on eBay for $5 a club. They're great out of the rough. The modern 7 wood or 9 wood is what I recommend if you play in heavy grass. I can choke down and grip down way down if I don't have very far to go and get closer to it too. So vary where you're gripping down for your yardages. The other thing to keep in mind, if say we're 180 yards from the green, if the lie is impossible to hit it that far, divide by 2. 180 divided by 2 is 90. Man, that's a pitching wedge for most of you. Maybe we hit pitching wedge, and we're on the green in 2 shots. So keep that in mind. Use your fairway woods and you'll be a lot better out of tall grass. Feel the resistance in the grass so you kind of recreate the same lie you're in. Mm-hmm. And you know, boy, that goes through pretty easy. I don't really have to hit it hard. But boy, if it grabbed it and slowed the club down, yeah, then I need to swing harder.
Yeah, you start taking like a 5 iron or something, and it just
Especially
grabs.
if it grabs this hosel.
Absolutely, it's gonna. And then, like you said, turn the face over a lot, and you start, instead of getting on the green, you're hitting into the woods over there, maybe. Yep.
So yeah, that's exactly right. Oh yeah, I mean if you're trying to hit 6 iron or even 7 iron out of that line and run it, chances are you're going to hook it down there in the down there left. See, and that's a really good one. See this clump here? Mm-hmm. See, with an iron that would grab that hosel right there.
Absolutely, yeah, it turn right over. All right, let's give this a try. So I'm just gonna pick my normal line, just like I would any normal
I'd
shot.
probably aim at the opening of the right part of the green because it all goes left.
Yep.
Yeah. And this is his 7 wood. He's going to grip way down.
Way down here.
That makes it a steeper swing.
And
this is very thick rough, 6 or 8 inches.
Power-wise, you think for this kind of shot, I'm doing like a half power, 3/4, something like that?
Yeah, half, I would say. And not even that.
Okay.
Good.
There.
And so with a fairway wood, it comes out very easily, and you'll see that that it'll just pop right out of there and roll right up on the green.
perfect.
Wasn't that great?
Yeah, that was even too much power.
I know,
that
it
kept
doesn't
right
take
out of there.
much. It's so,
No,
but
but
it's
that
just
was
practice learning on how hard to swing. But
yeah.
it's effortless. It's a lot less stressful than trying to hit an iron out of there.
I mean, that was so
And
easy. That cut right through like butter. That
I
was
know,
like nothing.
it's exactly
Yeah.
right. And that's why fairway woods out of the rough, even full swings, are much better than hybrids or irons.
Yes, I'm a believer.
All right, good.